And we have been talking a lot, which is great. But let's go to PepsiCo, which is, I think, one of the most interesting parts of your curriculum.
Yeah, because up until now, I think it can be seen as a regular or a normal chemical
Process
engineering,
engineering, yeah.
yeah, chemical engineering person. And then let me tell you about my mental state at the moment. So I was very happy, if you could say, with my job because I was handling my time. I never stayed late. I delivered very good results. My bosses were very happy with my deliveries, but I felt like there was something missing. Like it was quite like monotonous, if I could say so. Very like, okay, like always not doing the same thing, but I knew in a way like what to expect from the job. And and also I thought, or I was like, I don't know why, for example, no, what's the strategy behind this mate finish in the can. I didn't know anything. I didn't know why you had to change to a mate finish, or why were we developing something for this new beer. I didn't know anything about the company, about where it was going, and I was like, I saw myself, or I saw my job as just looking at a piece, or a small piece of the whole company.
Yeah, like a pawn. You were just following orders.
Exactly. Like that. I felt like that. I felt like I didn't know, like exactly why I was doing the stuff that I was doing, and I didn't know the strategy. And I've always been fond of strategy itself. So I was like, this I don't like. So I started investigating, asking friends. I started, of course, back then. I had 3 years of graduated, so a lot of people from my university were working in different areas. So I started to do my research, no, on what is really, for example, marketing. I had people in marketing. What is really sales? What is really finance? In the working
Environment.
environment, because no one ever tells you that when you study, and that's a huge mistake, I think. So when I started to know a little bit more about the commercial area, sales, I was like, oh my God, this is a lot of what I like. Like, because it's strategy, it involves dealing with people, it involves, a lot of the things that I like. Because when I was in the university and they told me, or I saw a position in sales, I was like, no, I didn't study this hard to be in sales,
To be a salesman.
to be a salesman, because in my mind I was like going to a person and selling them something, like going like asking for them to buy me, so to buy me
Yeah.
something. So in my head, sales was completely different. So I started, like I told doing my research, and I thought to myself, okay, sales is not what I thought it was. There's a lot of things going into sales. The salespeople are one of the two that actually runs the business. The strategy, for me, from my point of view now, the strategy and the wheels of a company, it's always in sales and marketing. Those are the two, like, main wheels that keep a company running. And I learned that, and I said, okay, I want to go to sales. I want actually, back then, I said I want to be a key account manager, because I learned about the position. I talked to a friend of mine that was a key account manager back then, and I said, yes, I want to be a key account manager. And of course, that was a huge decision, and a very difficult one, because being in operations, like, I said, like, who would want to hire a person from operations? But I said it's either now or never. I had been working in operations for 3 years, and I was like, I can still change my career way, my career path, but not much longer.
Yeah, it gotta be now or never.
Exactly, now or never.
Check out the full episode at chemicalengineeringguy.com/forward podcast. I'll see you there.